I've been asked to talk about how to pack a shoebox. First thing you want to do is to choose which child you're going to give it to, whether it's a boy or a girl, a young one of between 2 and 4, another one of between 5 or 9, or one between 10 and 14. You need to get a shoebox, or alternatively take an already wrapped one from the table. But if you're wrapping your own, it's much easier to wrap one with a separate lid than one like this, it's actually very difficult to wrap. So make it easy for yourself and get an easy one. Then you need a leaflet that will advise you what to put in. I've chosen to do one for... Oh, that's very kind, thank you. I've chosen to do one for a boy of between 10 and 14. You need stationery items, and a very sort of surprising thing to put in is a book of paper, because the chances are they won't have any. There's a pencil case in here somewhere. A pencil case with pens and crayons and eraser, pencil sharpener. One boy, so several years ago, and they gave shoeboxes to people in Albania, and a teenage boy had never seen coloured pencils. He'd only ever seen normal pencils, and he took his pencils and took them out one at a time and just gazed at the colours because he'd never seen them. Because mine's for an older boy, I'm putting in a calculator and a maths set. You want to put in personal items, soap, face cloth, toothbrush. We're not allowed to put in toothpaste, and we're not allowed to put in sweets. Then I've got a special item. We want to put in something really nice. And this is a playground football. It's quite tough, and a pump. The reason I've chosen to put a small one is I can get other things into the box. Forgot the comb. I'm also putting in an ordinary rubber ball, a soft toy. We had somebody helping at the processing centre one year who had been a recipient of a shoebox. She was from an Eastern European country, and she grew up in a house where, in a village where there was no money for anything other than food, and there wasn't even enough of that. And she said that the food programs, they helped a bit, but the shoebox was life-changing. And she came to England as an adult, and the first thing she did was to try and find out how to get involved with the shoebox mission, because she'd been so affected by hers. She'd still got her teddy, and she still kept the paper that the box was wrapped in. Then I've got some space, so I'm putting in a hat, socks, and gloves. And some very important things. One is to put in a note from yourself to say who you are and just to send them a blessing. It shouldn't be a religious thing. You mustn't put religious or political things in. Every child that gets a box is given the choice of taking a booklet to explain about the gospel, explain about Jesus. Very important as well is to go onto the internet and pay for the transport of the box. They'll give you a barcode, and that goes on top of the box so that the people checking it can find it straight away. And that will, they'll keep it, and it will be, when the lorry load of boxes is all ready, they will keep those barcodes, so they will be able to tell you which country your box went to. And then finally, you cut out from your leaflet the label that tells the people sorting it and putting it into the right carton. Mine's for a boy, and it's for somebody of 10 to 14. So you fill those boxes in, stick it on with sellotape, put the lid on. Don't sellotape the lid, it's going to be opened. And then you put a rubber band around it. And from today, not today, but from today, you put them on the table where the harvest gifts are, and just leave it there. And I missed one very vital thing. Pray for the child that you're sending the box to. Thank you. I'm going to leave it there.
Helen, thank you. That's really, really helpful. So the charity is called Operation Christmas Child. It's been operating for about 30 years, I think, and sending out these boxes. If you hadn't previously heard about that, I think we've still got some leaflets at the back. We do have some empty boxes if you don't have shoe boxes at home. And it's really important that those are all sort of new, fresh items which are put in there, because they do get checked, and if it's not appropriate, they'll have to take it out. So if you're interested in finding out more about that, then please do let us know.